Living life and looking cute, and that's why bitches mad at me. I'm in my zone, so calling my phone in my own. Unless you're booking an appointment.
Hey guys, we are back with another story time, and again, I'm on time this week, so let's just get straight to it. Okay, so our first story says, craziest thing I've seen. We're a corporate-owned, family-friendly restaurant. A woman is dining with her husband. 2 booths over, they seat a family of 3 with a toddler in a high chair who's being a little fussy, but it's not over the top or anything. Not even 10 minutes after the family sits down, lady number 1 charges up to the table trying to physically fight the mom, screaming, "Shut that effing kid up." The only thing that saved the mom was that she was on the inside and the other woman couldn't reach her. It was insane. Tables were upset. Other kids got scared and started crying. It took my manager and crazy lady's husband both to try to calm her down while gently pushing her to the door. That is by far my most craziest shift ever. So what do you got? First of all, that is absolutely absurd. Working wise, I don't really have anything to say, but I do want to say when we were in Ohio, my son was throwing a fit because he had to get water instead of juice because he hasn't had water for the day. And when I tell you, he let us have it in the middle of the mall. So there's not much for us to do. We have the other baby with us, and we're just trying to get him to calm down, but like gentle parenting doesn't always work. So, but we're trying to gentle parent or whatever. And apparently this lady is super bothered. Mind you, I had seen her in the store when we first came in the mall. And I was yelling my son's name. I was like, "Come here, Harlan." And I guess she thought I was talking to her. So she was like, "Oh, like, I thought you were talking to me." And I just ignored her kind of because what am I supposed to say to that? I was like, "Oh, no." Like, but I didn't say it bitchy, but I should have. So anyways, the same lady with her friend, had walked out the door. They got up and left. They walked out the door and screamed at me and was like, "Don't have any more kids." And I said, "Bitch, like, girl, who are you talking to?" So I got up and I'm packing me and my kids up, and Aaron's with me. I'm packing up our food and we're heading out the door because who were you yelling at? Mind you, I'm out there by myself and she has another friend with her, but you're not going to yell at us. So as soon as we get outside, they're all the way across the parking lot. It's like something in their soul told them that I was coming because I was. So my son's still screaming and the baby just in the high chair just chilling. And we're walking towards the towards the car, and I'm yelling and I'm like, "Did you have something to say about my parenting? Did you have something to say?" She's like, "Yeah, don't have no more." I said, "Bitch, I'm not. And if you can do better, come do it." They want us to gentle parent, and no matter where you go in public, baby, kids are going to be there and kids are going to act like kids. So I just wish that people without kids would just stay home. Just stay home at this point because you act like you don't know how little humans work, so you don't belong in the world where little humans are. So, aside from the fact that she was annoyed, how do you think I feel? Annoyed and embarrassed. So, like, that was unnecessary. So, that's my crazy story about that. And also, this lady is unhinged, and so is the lady that was in the mall because, again, they're children. It's not like we chose or told them to act this way, because I highly doubt that we did. Okay. My best friend accidentally sent me a text about secretly hating me. "Hi everyone, longtime listener of THT and FKS. I don't really know what that is, but it says, looking for advice or comfort as I'm truly heartbroken. I, 20 female, and my best friend, 21 female, has been friends since high school. Now we are a part of the same college friend group. Friday night, everyone was hanging out together like we typically do on weekends. I had 1 drink and my best friend had 3 to 4 drinks before we went back to her house. Everything was totally normal. I wasn't exactly planning to stay the night, but she pleaded for me to and said we could get breakfast in the morning if I stayed. I obligated, and she told me she was going to sleep alone in her room so that she could call her long-distance boyfriend. So after telling each other I love you, good night, and giving hugs, I went to go sleep in the guest room. About 20 minutes later, I received a text from her that read, she's staying in the guest room, so I don't want to shit talk her too loudly. Sorry. I responded with a simple huh and received another longer text complaining about how she just can't figure out a respectful way to get rid of me. It was probably around 2:45 a.m., and at this point, I packed all of my things and snuck out the back door. The next morning, she sent me a voice memo apologizing and saying that she was drunk and meant to text her boyfriend, but I'm just not that fun anymore, and we've grown apart. My heart is broken. It feels wrong to bring it up to anyone else in our group of friends, so I've spent the last days grieving and trying to remind myself that I'm only 20 and can still bounce back and find new friends. Unfortunately, my 21st birthday is in a few weeks, and now I fear I won't have anyone to spend it with. I guess posting this and venting anonymously online to a bunch of strangers might help. I'm not sure, but while I wait for my emergency therapy appointment tomorrow, any advice is appreciated. Girl, sadly, girls are not girls, and you really have to watch who you're around, who you talk to, what you say. And that really sucks because, in a sense, it's like, oh my gosh, fun, friends, like, in the moment. But then sometimes people are your friends and, like you said, they secretly just hate you. And sometimes it's for nothing. And it's not even just women, because men do that too. And sometimes you start to question yourself, like, am I this way? But no, these people projecting, just overall being weird. So, shaking my head, girl, let the bitch go by. It's the trash taking itself out. I hate when people say that, but that's true. So, I'm sorry, sister. I know your pain, but you'll find better. Better will find you. You don't have to go look for it. It'll always come at the right time. All right, this one says, am I the asshole for telling a young adult to sit down in a nice restaurant? My wife and I were out to dinner at a nice restaurant. Not like suit and tie nice, but not blue jean and t-shirt casual either. At the table beside us was a younger couple. If I had to guess, late teens, early 20s. The girl kept standing up. I'm sure it's a nervous thing or something like that, but she would literally stand up by our table, kind of lording over us while talking to her boyfriend. She even did it while we were eating. My wife was clearly annoyed by it, and I decided I've had enough. I said to her, if you're going to go to an adult restaurant, you need to sit down and act like an adult. The boyfriend mouthed something that I completely ignored, but the girl sat down and then they left. I don't think you're an a-hole, but, like, the way you said it was weird. Like, that was weird. And no offense, but who are you to tell them like that? Like, you should have been like, can you not stand over my table? Or something in that sense, nicer perhaps, but, like, can you not stand over us while we eat? Like, but that was, if you're going to act like an adult, like, bitch, now I'm going to stand over your table forever. She may have been autistic. She may have been, something. But even then, like, not the asshole, but also learn how to approach people, perhaps. All right. I have an interview to go to, so I'm going to wrap this one up after this. It says, I left a note on the front door about weed smoking, and my neighbor just told me some bitch left a note. LOL. I came home one day, and the stairwell reeked of... So I put a sticky note on the front door of the stairwell saying, whoever smoked inside it stinks. Smoke outside, please, with a smiley face. My downstairs neighbor assumed it was her next door neighbor, who had apparently gotten into a sticky note battle in the front door about parking spots. She said that bitch has some audacity. I just sat back like... And then it says, edit, I seem to have pissed everybody off. The weed smokers off. Sorry, not sorry, smoke outside. I just really hated living in an apartment. Like, not to sound like I was so glad to have a roof over my head, but I really hated living in an apartment. Everybody wants to live different. Everybody thinks differently. Like, there's nothing really for me to say. Just because, like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But why? I want to say, why are you sticking sticky notes? But then I also have to remember that when I first moved here, people were literally parking in front of the alleyway that we have to drive up. It's a road. It's a road. So I put notes on their car and was like, please don't park here. because it's a road. You're blocking a road. So yeah, I want to say something about the sticky notes, but I can't say too much just because I've done it. But like the WEED thing, like that has nothing to do with me, you know? So thank you guys for watching, and I cannot wait to come back and do another story time with you guys, because y'all know how we're rocking. I'm trying to put this out every week, and I have been, and I will be, and I'm going to continue to, so make sure you guys get on my beacons. It's linked in my thing, or you can get on my TikTok, Aurazenn, AURAAZENN, and click the beacons link in that and follow all of my socials, because you guys are so supportive on here, and I'm so thankful for you guys. I will see you guys next time.